So I ordered a P71 alternator off of LKQ on eBay, and I ordered a TransPro voltage regulator bearing kits to show you guys that these can be pulled apart and serviced when they start to go bad or go wonky. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull this apart and service it. (2006) 4.6 130 amp rear wheel drive. It was off of a P71 is what the website said. So I'm going to get it apart, pull all the connections off of it. Pull it apart, clean it up. Part number for the TransPro regulator kit, F601 HD, made in China. So I pulled the 10, or this is an 11 millimeter nut off of here, and I took the broken cable off, cut everything off, and now you've got a series of 8 mils all the way around this casing. Take the 3 8 mils off. Now we're gonna pull this off of there. Don't do what I did and screw up your impact. I held the bearing here, or the pulley, 24 millimeter. Pull this off. I'm gonna set it off to the side. That's your pulley, 24 millimeter nut. 3 8 mils that hold the case together right there. So you gotta be careful. I pop this rear cover off, and then you see how it's like this, and I take something light and I just tap the ears until I can get this to slide off of that bearing right there. What ends up happening is you get this stuck down in here, this seal, this bushing right here, and it doesn't want to come out of there properly. There's your voltage regulator right there on the back of it, bolted down to it, nice and dirty and gunky all over inside here. And this cap insert normally comes with it. It's got a crack right there, and I could have swore there was a cap in this, and now it's gone. Pad. This one's got a nice groove in it. I don't like it, but I'm gonna roll with it. heat mills in the back cupboard. This is just a 10mm socket. Tap it out of the back of it. Give you a new bearing in the kit. A couple nice little light taps. T20 torch. Pull the torch and hold these in there. They're a voltage regulator. Pull them out. Now this rectifier bridge, I'm gonna clean all this off. Put your screws back. Now there's an insert that you get a new insert, but it's cracked right here on the end, and I don't know. Let me look around for a second. I might have it here. Or you get a new plastic insert for the back of this here that you snap into this, but mine somehow disappeared. I don't know. Anyway, now with the regulator in, take your release pin out, and now you just front seated your brushes. It broke. Gosh, dog it. I don't know where mine's at.
No, I didn't take it out.
I'm gonna go ahead and bolt it together, and I'm gonna find the right one to go on it. You see how that one's all chewed up, that regulator? So I put my 3 bolts on the outside of the casing, along with 2 bolts. So I went on Maniac Electric or something. It's called like Maniac Electric, and I ended up getting a rear cover for this. I also ended up getting a new copper bushing insert that we will install in the future, and I ended up getting actually 2 rear dust slash rear bearing bushings. But in the meantime, I was able to get the broken one kind of tapped back in there around it and center it. And one of the things that you got to be careful of when you go to put these back together is these fins that are in here. The fins that are behind this, you got to make sure they're tapped flat down against the case there, and here in the back as well. See how these fins here, they can touch this and they'll scrape. See how this one's nice and just free spinning? That's how you rebuild these. All the parts are available for these. You can literally rebuild this whole thing for like $100 brand new with every single component, like $100, $110. Instead of buying a $300 one, you can buy all brand new internals. I'm talking every single part inside this thing. But 90% of the time, it's the front bearing, the rear bushing and dust shield, and the voltage regulator. You can replace the rectifier bridge as well. I went ahead and ordered one of them so I can show you guys what that looks like also. And that's that back hat with that bridge and everything that goes across of it. But that doesn't really go that bad in my experience on these. It's the regulator, the bearings, the rear dust cover and stuff like that cracks. But I ordered all that stuff so I could show you in the future as well. But I wanted to give you a little insight that some of us are still rebuilding these. I may not be as good as some of you guys at this, but I'm trying, man. And I leave it as an option to still be able to provide the service to people. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. The tools I used, I had a ratchet with an 8mm, 24mm socket on an impact. I used a windshield wiper puller to pull the rear bearing, flat blade screwdriver, a pick if I needed it, a set of side cutters just to take the stuff that was off the box, a T20, and one of my favorite little ratchets, a Titan 90 tooth off Amazon. And that's basically it. I mean, we replaced that junk. Why does it get hazy when it does this dual thing? Regulator wore out. And then front bearing that goes behind the pulley right here in the case, and the rear bearing that dust shield and bushing goes over that. It's fine. I jammed some of the pieces that were in there back in just to kind of, they still have their ridge to stop them from sliding down. So it'll be fine for right now. I ordered some new components so I can go over some more stuff in the future with you guys on that. This was by no means supposed to be some kind of super professional or whatever. I just used it with whatever was laying around, cleaned it up, put that thing together. Now that thing will run another 10 years before it has to be done again. Ball peen hammer, and I just used a small center punch. those were kind of the things that I used to get this apart and put it back together. Super easy. Well, that's a little something different, kind of like shade tree way to do it. Was nothing super professional about, you know, doing it the way I did, but it is what it is. I did it my way, and it's gonna work, and it's gonna be great, and that's just how it's gonna be. So just wanted to show you guys you still can literally rebuild these things. Every single component on the inside of that thing can be replaced. So that's where we're at with that. I wanted to just show you something a little different, and I got the new bushing and stuff coming in. When it comes in, we'll pull that back apart and install it, but that's how you rebuild it. And if you needed to get the field winding and everything, you can get that separate. And if you needed to get, like I said, the rectifier, I did go ahead and order it anyway, just to have it in stock because I have a couple of these cars, and I know some of you have it. And if you end up needing it and you can't find it, at least I do have it. And yeah, it's a P71 130 amp alternator is what we just put a new voltage regulator. Okay, before I ran out of storage again, voltage regulator, bearings, and just cleaning everything out, put everything back together. Yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. Y'all take care.